the Zalosian technocracy, a civilization of unparalleled purity and precision, encountered humanity on a world they had long categorized as unviable. Cathar, chief architect of the Zalosian survey fleet, projected his shimmering, holographic form onto the crude, oxygen-rich bridge of the human colony ship, Pioneer. His voice, a synthetic harmony of perfect logic, resonated with barely concealed disdain. Designation, XR973. Status, environmental hazard. Resource value, negligible. Your presence here is illogical, human. Commander Anya Sharma, her face smudged with the ever-present red dust of the planet below, met his gaze without flinching. We call it Ethel, and its home, chief architect. Cathar's holographic form pulsed with what approximated Zalosian annoyance. Ethel possesses an atmosphere saturated with reactive sulfates, soil poisoned by heavy metal particulates, and a biosystem that is, by our analysis, a chaotic, inefficient struggle for existence. No intelligent species could derive sustenance, let alone prosper, in such impurity. We adapt, Anya replied simply. We don't need pristine perfection to live. Cathar projected a detailed analysis of Ethel. Our sensor logs indicate your primary food source is derived from genetically modified fungi that metabolize volatile organic compounds. Your water purification systems consume an astronomical amount of energy to filter out trace heavy metals. Your very existence here is a monument to inefficiency. He paused, his form hardening. This world is designated for purification protocols. Withdraw your inefficient colony within 5 cycles, or we will commence cleansing operations. Any life deemed impure will be rendered inert. The projection vanished, leaving a cold silence. Cleansing operations, murmured Dr. Jian Li, the colony's lead xenobotanist, adjusting his own dusty spectacles. That's Zalosian for sterilization by extreme prejudice. Kalen Rourke, the chief engineer, slammed his fist on a console. They want us to just pack up and leave. After 3 years of making this rock livable, Anya looked from her engineers to the shimmering display of Ethel, its toxic beauty filling the viewport. They see poison, we see potential. And we're going to show them just how much potential this impure world holds. Over the next 5 cycles, while the Zalosian fleet assembled in high orbit, Anya and her team initiated their final, desperate plan. They weren't building defenses. They were accelerating their primary terraforming project, one the Zalosians had utterly dismissed as futile. It involved deep-bore drills, subterranean catalytic converters, and a massive network of bioluminescent growth chambers spread across the planet's most toxic regions. They understand purity, Anya explained to her apprehensive crew. They understand perfect systems. They don't understand emergent complexity. They don't understand taking what's broken and making it work differently. This whole planet is our weapon. On the bridge of the Zalosian flagship, Purity's Edge, Chief Architect Cathar observed the human colony. Their energy signatures are erratic. Their geological modifications are crude. They appear to be digging deeper into the planet's most contaminated layers, a final, futile attempt at survival. He activated the fleet-wide broadcast. Humans of Ethel, your stubbornness is noted. Your time is expired. Commence purification protocols. Standard atmospheric ionization and geological restructuring. as the Zalosian ships began to power their vast cleansing emitters. A series of seismic tremors rippled through Ethel. Not explosions, but deep, rhythmic pulses emanating from below the human colony. From the planet's surface, countless spires of bioluminescent flora, previously hidden or too faint to register, began to flare with astonishing intensity. These weren't plants. They were enormous, living bioreactors, engineered by human ingenuity. And they were pumping something out of the ground. Anomalous energy signatures detected, blared a Zylosian tactical officer. The human colony is emitting a resonant frequency. It's interacting with our ionization beams. Cathar's form flickered. His purification beams, designed to strip away impurities, were being absorbed by the bioluminescent spires. Not reflected, not deflected, but consumed. "What is this?" Cathar resonated, his voice losing its perfect pitch. "Their impure life forms are metabolizing our cleansing energy." Dr. Jian Li's voice, clear and precise, cut through the Zylosian comms. "Chief Architect Cathar, this is Dr. Jian Li of Human Colony Ethel. Your purification beams operate at a specific ionization frequency. Our engineered flora have adapted to utilize that frequency as a primary energy source. You are not cleansing Ethel, you are feeding it." Panic began to ripple through the Zalosian bridge. Their vast, efficient fleet, designed for methodical cleansing, was inadvertently supercharging the very ecosystem it sought to destroy. The bioluminescent spires on Ethel pulsed brighter, radiating a fierce, chaotic energy. The heavy metals in the soil, the reactive sulfates in the air, everything the Zylosians deemed poisonous, were being consumed and transformed. Not into purity, but into a new, vibrant, unpredictable form of life energy, generated by human ingenuity. Cathar watched in horror as his fleet's energy readings plummeted. His vessels were effectively being drained by the very planet they were trying to cleanse. His meticulously planned operation, a symphony of destructive efficiency, had become a massive, unplanned energy transfer. "This is illogical," he shrieked, his holographic form distorting, its perfect geometry warping. "Their impurity cannot be cultivated. It defies all principles of efficient resource management." Commander Anya Sharma's voice followed Dr. Li's, calm and confident. "Chief Architect, we aren't just surviving here. We're thriving. We discovered that the toxic, heavy metals in Ethel's soil, when metabolized by our engineered fungi and amplified by our bioreactors, produce a unique isotope. One that, frankly, is incredibly valuable for energy storage." She paused. "In fact, your own purification beams seem to accelerate the isotope production. We're getting an unprecedented yield." Cathar's projection stuttered, then went silent. The Zalosian fleet, realizing they were not cleansing Ethel but acting as an unwitting energy farm for humanity, powered down their emitters. Their rigid logic, their philosophy of purity, had no framework for a species that would not only survive in a poisoned world, but would actively weaponize the poison. The Zylosian technocracy retreated. The tale of the poisoned harvest spread, a legend whispered among the stars. It was said that humans didn't avoid toxic worlds, they simply turned them into gardens. Chief Architect Cathar, his perfect logic shattered, initiated diplomatic contact. He had learned that human ingenuity wasn't about avoiding impurities, but about mastering them. They didn't seek to eradicate the impure. They sought to understand it, and then to transform it into something new and potent. It was a lesson that fundamentally changed the Zylosian approach to resource management and environmental classification. Humanity, the adaptable, chaotic anomaly, had shown the galaxy that sometimes the greatest wealth lies in what others deem worthless, and that true mastery isn't about control, but about transformation.